So since I started using this setup, there's something that I've been neglecting to do that I've been noticing has been happening a lot in the videos, and I noticed it really bad in last week's video, and that was to turn off the autofocus, because I had the autofocus on this camera, and as a result, every time I'd bring something up into the camera or move my hands or things, there's many times during the course of all of my videos over like the last year that the camera would shift and autofocus as I was recording it. So I finally went ahead and turned that off. However, as a result, when I did that, it seems to have made it so that the audio became corrupted until I restarted OBS. So I actually just shot this video completely and then went back and watched the footage and all the audio was corrupted. Yay! But luckily now, autofocus is turned off. I restarted OBS, and it seems to be working properly. So let's hope for that. Roll the thing. Hey guys, Sean here. So I've been noticing something over, I would say, the last year that I decided I would document over the course of March. So you see, over the course of the last year and a half, I would say, I've been staying after work just to essentially avoid traffic, and then also Critical Role has been doing stuff on their Twitch channel pretty much every night, so there's that, and then there's of course D&D on Wednesdays. So every night I pretty much have something that I can stay a little later after work, mainly to avoid the traffic, because going home exactly at 5:30 is a miserable time. Like, the aforementioned Critical Role stuff is usually at 7 o'clock, and if I leave my office at 5:30, about 6 out of 10 times I won't make it home by 7, and I only live about 20 minutes away from work. Like, if I go to work on a Saturday or Sunday, I can get there in 20 minutes. But if I leave at 5:30, it's going to take me an hour and a half to get home. Mainly, my point being that these days, most of the time when I'm driving home, it's under the cover of darkness. So I've started noticing something over the past year and a half, and I decided that I would, for the month of March, document it when it was safe to do so. Or at least when I thought it was safe to do so. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the videos that I have shot over the course of the month of March. There's one. There's another one. This is number 3. This one is not on the highway, at least. It is on side streets, but still. Well, I mean, it's Pacific Coast Highway, but still. Number 3. Look! Look! It's another one! Look at him! Look, okay. Look at this one! Look at this! I drove past my apartment to follow this one. That's how dedicated I am to this bit. We're on surface streets. They just don't realize it. What is with these people? Also, is the Grand Prix sometime soon? Why are the walls up? What's going on? Look at this one. Now looky here. We got ourselves another one. See, when they slam on the brakes, of course the lights go on, but here's another one. Doesn't fail. I literally just got on the highway. Literally just got on the 405, and the first car doesn't have his lights on. Look at all these cars. None of them have... well, okay. Alright. I guess that one doesn't count. So yeah, as you could see, that was 7 different cars that didn't have their lights on at night. And actually, over the course of the month, there were 4 more that I saw, but it wasn't safe to get video of them. And by that, I mean like they were a few lanes over and I couldn't get over to them, or they were in a lane that was going much slower than the lane I was in, so I would pass them too quickly. Or the opposite, I was in a lane that was going much slower than they were in, so they passed me. You know, I just couldn't get to them safely. Now, there is one thing that I do want to point out about this whole experiment, or whatever you want to call it, and that is the fact that every single time I was driving home over the course of the last month, I was paying attention more closely to every single car that was surrounding me, because I was looking for cars that didn't have their lights on. So in all actuality, this ended up being safer than usual because I was paying extra attention to my surroundings on the 405 and the side streets too, as you saw in some of the videos. So looking at the calendar, I would approximate that I drove home 19 nights over the course of March. And so I had the 7 videos, and then there were the 4 cars that I couldn't get. So that's 11. So 11 out of the 19 nights I drove home in March, I saw a car that didn't have its lights on. So what is going on? Why is it suddenly that people are forgetting to turn their lights on at night? What is the deal? Why is this a thing all of a sudden? Well, I do have a theory behind that. So in the last 10 years, a feature that is becoming more and more standard on cars, mainly because of laws in other countries and what have you, is daytime running lights. Those, of course, being the dimmer headlights that are on during the daytime, because it's been proven that you will notice a car more if it has headlights on during the day. And so what I believe is happening is that people are getting into their cars and then they are noticing that the headlights are on, so they're like, okay, let's go. And then they drive away and they didn't actually turn their headlights on. Their daytime running lights are on, not their actual headlights. So yeah, they may have a little bit of headlight, but their tail lights aren't on. Now, to be fair, my car has automatic headlights. So if I turn on the car and it's dark, the headlights go on automatically. And if I drive under an overpass, sometimes the headlights will go on. Or if I go into a tunnel, the headlights will go on. So I never actually have to think about that. Now, I can't be 100% sure that it's actually turning on my tail lights. I just kind of assume that it's doing that, since I would figure Dodge wouldn't make it so that they wouldn't go on. That would seem weird. Well, also because there's a light on the dashboard that is a green headlamp that indicates that the daytime running lights are on, and when the headlights go on, that goes away. And then there's no little headlamp indicator. And then when the brights go on, because the brights are automatic as well, then a blue little headlight lamp goes on. So I essentially, as long as those indicator lights are working properly, I know that the lights are working properly. But that's another thing. Are these people not noticing that their instrument panels aren't lit up? Because generally the instrument panel lights are tied to the headlights. When you turn on the headlights, the instrument panel lights come on. So do they not notice they can't see what is right in front of them? I don't understand it. Why is this happening all of a sudden? And yeah, also, why are they putting up the walls for the Long Beach Grand Prix a month in advance? That seems a little severe, doesn't it? But that's a whole other tangent. But anyway, let me know in the comments down below. Have you noticed this phenomenon in whatever part of the world you're in? Is this something that is happening all over, or is it just a Southern California thing? Because to be quite honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a Southern California thing. But I mean, no slight to drivers in Southern California, but yeah, that's a slight to drivers in Southern California. I wouldn't be surprised if they are the only ones doing it. And while you're down there, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more of the crazy crap that goes on around here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to help support the crazy crap that goes on around here, go ahead and hit up my Patreon. Link is in the description. And with that, have a good however long it is until you watch my next video.